Hi everybody, it's been a very long time since I did a single thing with this YouTube channel, and even then it was few and far between. Actually, a month ago I recorded something, an update video, and this is as good a time as any for me to actually put it together and release. I haven't been well at all for a while now. Recently, a blood test revealed some indications as to what might be so off, and maybe the treatment will start helping me, which would be very nice. Nothing seems to be life-threatening, so don't worry about that. I'm sorry if I've concerned anybody by mentioning this, but it's just I've been even less able than usual to focus on anything, and I just haven't had any energy at all. I've been messed up, so that has also allowed depression to really kick my ass even more than it usually does. So it's been a lot to work through, and yeah, but on a lighter note, about 4 days from now, on January 24th, it will be the 1-year anniversary of the first time that I ever did a live stream as the creator of Diminish. And that was sort of the beginning of what is now, I guess, the SeireaSong community, which means so much to me, and I will never be able to put it into words. And it's been a remarkable year just to be able to, have that. So I was already feeling sort of nostalgic and reflective. So what I would like to do, if at all possible, is to have a few commemorative live streams every night leading up to the 24th, and on top of everything that I've been doing during my Twitch live streams, I'll probably also try and harken back to the environments of my YouTube live streams, where there was a lot more just sort of sitting around and chatting and just doing a lot of nothing and just sort of feeling good vibes, and have it be kind of some longer streams, and just sort of sit back and reminisce a little bit and just have a moment, I guess. And so tonight, in a few hours, I'll do it, probably around 10 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow I work, and I think I'll probably be able to start around 11 p.m. Eastern. That is Friday. Saturday, I don't know what's going on. We'll play it by ear. Sunday, I work. Same thing. We'll play it by ear. And then Monday is the 24th, and I guess I would like that to be like the longest of the streams. I don't really have anything planned. If any of you have ideas, I guess we can talk about that and see if there's anything fun we can come up with. But I've just noticed that as things have been, sort of progressively getting rougher and weirder, and my energy has been sapping more and more and more, and I've just been in this immense rut, one of the things that always helps is just to be able to, start a stream and have people just there. And I've done a lot of talking in the past about, parasocial relationships and what should be safe and healthy for me to be engaging in, not just as a live streamer, but in general with the life I want to be leading as a creator and possibly a public figure. But it's impossible for me to deny how helpful it's been to stream and, have people there for me in a sense, and just, feel okay. So it's been like that since the beginning. And I think that it's been going all right so far, suffice it to say. And I'm really, really grateful for all that you've done for me, all of you this past year, for, helping me get through it and giving me a lot of happiness, giving me a lot of very, very positive things. Anyway, I just want to show my appreciation for everybody and just sort of take a moment, I guess. But for now, I'll send you back to me from a month ago where I talked about some other things, so I love you all. Hi everybody, I feel like talking, so hello, I am here. The reason I feel like talking is because I just saw the announcement post from the Dragon Prince on Twitter, talking about just sort of a general address, things to expect, and because one of the things that people might be here for is the Dragon Prince fan project, Project Zeiria, which hasn't had a single thing to grab onto in 2 billion years, I figured I'd, release my own little update. Starting with Project Zeiria, months ago, I figured that the next thing I would want to do to try and just get something out there for Project Zeiria for somebody to enjoy forever before all of us die to natural causes, hopefully. The thing I would do would be to, instead of have the first release for Project Xadia be a game build, no matter how small it would be, instead, something that I have found recent success with is creating videos in a storyline presentation based on gameplay without me having to actually worry about putting it all together into an actual build. And the thing that I've had success with in doing that is my web series Diminish. Creating the actual game that you've been seeing played in the series of Diminish has been an amazing tool for helping me improve in game design, like work through all these new problem-solving issues and, you know, develop new skills. But still, the actual game of Diminish is nowhere close to being presentable as a holistic build. There's so many little hard-coded things for specific sections, little things that I did in post to have the videos behave a certain way and create a certain effect for the story. And for that reason, even though I've been wanting to actually create a playable build for Diminish Act 1 and have it in people's hands before now, I wanted to also do it for this Christmas. I'm still nowhere close to being able to do that yet. I don't have the skills. I haven't put the focused work into figuring all that stuff out yet, because there are very specific new things that I have to learn in order to actually create a build. And so that leads me into another tangent-ish that I was already planning on talking about, which is the fact that it's hard for me to actually focus on anything, especially new things that take a lot of focus, because this has been one of the weirdest times of my life, and possibly, at least internally, one of the worst times of my life, which has made things really weird. Also, I'm gesturing way more than I usually do. I don't know what this is all about. It's probably just the endorphins because I worked out recently. Will was being completely 100% truthful in that Diminished episode. I rely on endorphins, I'm addicted to them, and so bear with me as I'm currently hopped up on them. But even when I'm this hopped up on endorphins, it's still so hard for me to focus on anything, even the things that I'm used to doing, the things that I feel confident and comfortable with. So, it's felt absolutely insurmountable thinking about learning the new skills required to actually create builds for Project Xadia or Diminish, as simple as I wanted the Diminish build to be with all the stuff I've already created for it. There's no amount of minimalism that I can fall back on that allows me to, you know, be able to bite off like less than more that I can chew. For now, I hope. And this might just be the truth of things. Like, I might be reaching my limit of the hats that I can put on in terms of being a creator for multimedia, like doing 2D animation and key art and music composition and overall design, PR, programming. It's definitely a lot of, you know, a lot to maintain, a lot to improve at. So if I want to create playable builds for Diminish, even though I have most of the stuff there and it's just tying it up in a bow, I probably need to seek out somebody who knows how to tie a bow. So all of this is a roundabout way of saying two things. The first thing, I guess, that we got to is that I want to release a playable build of Diminish Act 1 fairly soon. I don't know when I'll be able to get all of it together. I don't know how I'll be able to get there, and I don't know exactly what the end product is going to look like, because I feel like people are going to be expecting there to be things for, like, unique things to find, and so there's probably going to have to be a lot of individual focus put into a thing like that, even though I have the gameplay all put together and like all of the game features mostly in play, but they're so specifically hard-coded to specific parts of the game. But that's definitely on my mind, and I guess I just wanted that to be out there, for better or for worse, because I don't know when it might happen. And the other thing is that, despite everything, I am still thinking about Project Xadia constantly and still having it as a priority. Because I really, really want the stories that I've written for it to be out there at some point before we die from hopefully natural causes. And I think that the way I can do that is to present it like Diminish has been presented, which is have the gameplay sections and the cutscenes just in the format of like a Let's Play, where it would be like a silent Let's Play. It would just be the game itself. And that way you can still get the entire experience of seeing all the cutscenes and then seeing all the gameplay sections and having that supplement the story and all of the narrative elements. and then maybe it could be out before we die from natural causes. So yeah, those are things. I guess another thing that I should bring up is, because this came up just a bit earlier, yes, mental health struggles, internal crap. It's been a very turbulent and strange time, and I think this is a crossroads, and that gives me hope. It's easier to have hope when I am pumped full of endorphins, but I have been taking hope from this lately, because this feels like, you know, a low point, like rock bottom, you know? And I'm getting a lot of perspective from that. I think that where I'm at now means that whenever I can find improvements for these things and get help and get treatment that works, everything is going to improve. Like, the signs are leading to that being true, and I'm so hopeful for that. I hope that what I'm feeling out right now is actually the ground. And it's been really weird to experience that at the same time as all of my new challenges as a creator that have been brought on by Diminish being successful, and specifically by Act 2 being what it is, and creating the responses that it's creating, which have been really challenging. And because I've been doing a lot of live streams where I've been putting myself in positions where all of this has been sort of front and center for viewers and supporters, and that's been a lot to grapple with as well. Okay, I'm looking at the webcam way too much, and I'm gonna just stop fighting against that and just, like, change it forever. Okay, we're different now. So the bottom line there is I feel like there is a light at the end of the tunnel here, and that, like, obviously there are always gonna be ups and downs, there are always gonna be some huge struggles, and I'm sure I don't even know the half of it yet with, things that I've never gone through yet, and if I ever, you know, have like a breakthrough in my desired career path, then there will always be new challenges that I'm never prepared for. But I think that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that I'm going to be able to get help and resources and, you know, adjustments for, like, my chemicals in my brain that will make life better for me, and everything as a result will start to fall into place a bit better. I'll be able to rebound better, and things will be better. I have hope. So maybe that can be it for now. These things tend to run a million years, so maybe we can just keep this one fairly succinct. Speaking of my live stream, I have been streaming quite often lately, sometimes every day, and despite the fact that, you know, there are times that I do have conflicting feelings about the way I present myself, about things that happen, it is always awesome to be able to just hang out with people, to just enjoy that environment where people are coming in, and just there. So, if you have any interest, possibly, and you haven't checked out the stream yet, then here's a link. I've been streaming on Twitch, and people have been unbelievably supportive. I also have a Twitter that I've been using for diary purposes more often, for better or for worse. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, the only way that I can exist is very transparently and very messily. And I'm starting to be that way on Twitter more often, and that's just how it is. That's what Diminish is, and I think that I'm following the inevitable path of letting that bleed into all aspects of my life. I just think I need to, because I can't deny who I am. I am a sensitive goober, and if I can help make other people feel more comfortable in their own skin while being sensitive goobers by providing my experiences and my perspectives, then that would make me feel very actualized, and, you know, that would be great. So, hopefully anything about my time on this planet can help you. And I was about to bash myself for how self-important that is, but maybe, for one moment here and there, I should stop lording that contrarian voice over myself every single time I have a thought. Baby steps. Oh, life is weird. But it's wonderful to have your support. It helps, so thank you. And I hope you enjoyed this. And obviously, like, this video doesn't have any concrete things to expect or, like, to give you, but it's out there now. I felt like making it. There it is. Whatever. I hope all of you have a wonderful one. I wish you all the very best. And see you soon. Dream on, friends. Peace.